Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning. It's another beautiful Sunday morning, and welcome back to my Sunday morning vibes. Now, I am out here this morning. I just want to say a big up to all my viewers and subscribers. Thank you, guys, for continuing to support the thing, because this is without you, this won't go anywhere. All the contents I make mean nothing without you watching and subscribing. So yeah, I'm just giving you all a shout out this morning. But it's Sunday morning and some thoughts are going through my mind because I hear so much stories about parents who have all sort of a hang up and problem with their children and the horror stories that they have. So I stopped there and I lose my train of thought a bit, but because my neighbor called me and I was talking to him. But yeah, I was talking about the kids and how they're grown up today because you know I hear so many horror stories and see so much problem with children growing up, especially the children from our generation that we brought up. It somehow seems as though our generation has spoiled them. And then I hear complaints from them expecting to have good results from their children when they didn't grow them up in the fear of God. The Bible says, grow a child in the fear of God, and it says it in the way that you are to grow, and when he old, he will not depart from it. You start training the children when they're young to have respect to adults, have respect to authority, have respect and fear of God, not afraid of God, but fear, reverential fear of God. And those kids are gonna grow up knowing that there is a God. They're gonna grow up understanding that there is a consequence to every action. And in our parents' days, we get correction. Our parents did not joke about correcting us, but we get to the point where we feel like we know better than them. But even the Bible tells us that foolishness is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction will drive it far from them. And not necessarily rod meaning hitting. There are sometimes you might have to actually slap them or actually use give them a whack or something. But the rod of correction, I'm not gonna grow my child the way my parents grow me, because I know better than my parents. So I'm gonna grow them the right way. And then guess what? We know as grandparents, our children are calling us and asking us, how Johnny is behaving like this or this one, and I don't know what to do. Well, you know what to do. Grow them the way I grow you. But you think you know better than God. You don't want nothing to do with God, and you don't want nothing to do with the way you're grown up, because you think you know better than your parent, and now you're reaping the fruit of your, whatever you sow. And then now you're saying you don't know what to do. Of course you don't know what to do, because you're a fool and you take no advice, no instruction. You do what you want to do, and now when you're reaping the fruit, then you're complaining that you have a problem. You wonder why your son is in jail. You wonder why your daughter is on drugs. I'm not saying that if they grow in a good home they can't do those things, because you have kids who will literally get influenced by other outside people, and they will go around and they will start using the drugs, the ganja, whatever. They grew up in a good home, but yet, like I said, they think they know better than you who grow them up. So they'll start using these drugs and these things, and they'll get themselves messed up. And then definitely after that they'll start blaming you. And that's the way they are, because it's a generation that will not take responsibility for their action because they know better. And when they do what they think they know better and their life get messed up, then they blame you that you're the one who didn't do it. They, you know, oh, I was traumatized, I was this and I was that. Because you talk to them and you tell them no for what they want to do. It's a messed up generation, people. And I'm just talking this morning to say, man, it's puzzling because I'm hearing so much thing. There's no way to completely explain or break this down, because we're living in a time where children believe that they know better than their parent, and at the end of the day you find 30-year-old, 40-year-old, 50-year-old adults living in their parent home, don't want to work, can't find their way, calling their parents every day, asking for advice, complain about their problem, can't find a place to live, don't know how to get a job, don't know how to hold on one, how to keep one, and you find them at this age now trying to go back to school, you know, and they're in their parents' skin, trying to get milking everything from their retired parent. At this age, the parent supposed to be living their retired life quietly, and there the children should be looking to help the parents as much as they can to get through what they get through. But no, the parent is still being parenting to them. And unfortunately, some parents are just too foolish that they feel like they have to parent these big adults until they themselves drop dead. I often ask parents like that, I ask them, what if you drop dead today? How will that child manage or that big adult manage? Oh, they'll get along. Okay, well, let them get along without you financing them, without you running to their aid all the time. A lot of parents don't know how to let go of children. They love to be needed. They love to feel important. They love to feel like they are wanted somehow. And therefore they don't know how to let go of their big grown-up children and let them live their lives. And that's why these big grown-up, I don't want to use a wrong word, but mentally challenged adults won't grow up, because you have some parents that just won't stand up to them and say, listen, live your life, you're an adult. They think they have to be there to help them and to do everything for them because, you know, after all, you know, it's my child or she's my child. You have to know when to cut loose, because some of these kids are just, they're like leeches. They'll stick onto you and they'll suck the life out of you. Guys, you know, I'm just talking to you here about these things because of some things that I'm hearing yesterday from, you know, different people about their children and about the youth of today and how they are, and it kind of bothers me. But yesterday I have some visitors, my friends from, you know, I know them from church in Canada, and my friend and his wife came, and his two brothers and his daughter. And I know this couple from their daughter was just maybe about 6 years old or so, somewhere there, when she started coming to the church that we were going. And I watched that little girl grow up till today. She graduated from university. I don't know the exact title, but I know I think she's an architectural engineer. She design houses, design those kind of things like that. And I realized something, that the kids that stay close to their parents and honor their parents, not by giving parents money or giving parents this and giving, just being respectful and honoring their parents by the way they live, by obedience, and listen to their parents and follow their parents' track, those kids are always successful. The ones that think that their parents are old and stupid they're the ones that struggle right through life and blame their parents for everything, and even they end up despising their brother and their sisters because they think the parents favor that child. But that child is the one that obey and follow instruction. And that's why the Bible talks about grow up a child in the way he ought to grow, and when he's old he will not depart from it. But the one that won't obey, the one that don't obey, the one that live their life and do their own thing, are the one that will not prosper. He said, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. He says that your life will be long for the land which the Lord your God give you. You will have prosperity. You will be successful. Things will go right with you when you learn to respect and obey your parents. But if you think you know everything, and if you think your friends out there can help you, and you're gonna say you're street smart, so you can do this and do that, well, when your street smart catch up with you, don't run back to your parents and look for shelter. Don't be how can I put it? What the word I'm looking for? A thorn in your parents' flesh. Live your life because you think you know better. But if you can be humble like the prodigal son and come home and say, forgive me for I messed up, and not coming home blaming your parents for your mess up life. But if you can come home and say, forgive me because I messed up, then you definitely can be welcomed back into the family, and the parents will help you and see to it that you go right. But if you can't accept and acknowledge your own mistakes, your own wrongdoing, if you're gonna go around and blame other people and blame your parents for your bad decisions, then you will never ever be successful, and you will never be happy, and you'll never achieve anything in life because you will not own up to your own mistakes. I'm just talking about that, guys, because I like I said yesterday, I hear some horror story about kids who just find themselves in messed up places, and and my little sister was telling me about these kids in the school, how they behave, and how some of the parents are saying, I don't know what to do with him, I don't know what to do. They never come with instruction, with manual. You don't need no manual. The only manual you're gonna get in your life for your children is the one that you receive from your parents by observing how they grow you, and the one that you get from the Bible, like God telling you, don't spare the rod and spoil the child. For beating will not kill them. If you have to whack them on the behind once in a while, it won't kill them. If you love your child, you're not going to abuse them. You're going to get in a couple of slaps and let them know that there is consequences to their action, and that you are not their friend. You're their parent, not friend. But parents who are trying to win their children's love and their children's friendship will never be good parents. Guys, as I was saying, my friend came and his daughter was there with him, and I said I couldn't feel more proud if this girl was my own daughter. Like I said, I knew her from she probably was about 6 or 7 years old, and you know, to see her grow up so much. She stick by her parents, she listen to them, they stuck with her, and she is successful now. And you know, the pride I feel, I don't know if they even notice how, you know, I kind of like, I can't stop hugging her, I can't stop telling her, yeah, I'm so proud of you. I feel that, oh my God, overwhelmed, like she was my own daughter. That's the way I feel about my son and my daughter when I see how they push through college and they finish up their course and they get hired in these, you know, jobs that they're in, and they're successful in their life. The same pride I feel about this young lady when I saw her. And I haven't seen her for a long time now. You know, the last time I think I saw her, she was 16 years old. And then that's it. But over the years, you know, her dad and her mom keep me informed of what she's doing and how she's doing in school. And man, I was so happy to see her yesterday. You know, I'm not gonna call her name, but this girl is brilliant, man. And I mean, she also do some painting for me that I'm amazed at, and still have those painting, man. But when children obey their parents, when children listen to instruction, when children walk in the way that their parents train them to walk and follow the principles and the values of godly life, they can't fail. They can't fail. You know? God bless that young lady. I'm not gonna call her name and flame or them. I'm just gonna, they know, if they watch this, they'll know. And guys, you did a good job with this young lady. And young lady, you make me proud, and I can see that your parents are proud of you. Stand strong and continue. And I bet if this young lady ever get married, if you ever get married, you will know how to grow your children, because you have the manual from your parents and from the Word of God, and you will continue. You won't be one of those people who are asking the child, the 4-year-old child, what he or she wants to wear, and dressing them in their opposite clothes. You know, you will know how to dress your child as a parent. You will know how to correct your child as a parent. You won't need to ask questions. You won't need to be confused. That child won't walk and kick you, and you behave yourself, Johnny. You won't, because you will know how. You will know how to correct that child. Well, guys, that's my Sunday morning talk. It's a beautiful Sunday, and as you can see, I'm walking up and down the boulevard, and I'm not seeing the video in the camera right now because it goes dark to save battery, but I'm pretty sure you're getting some good view and you're hearing me. And so guys, big up yourselves. This video is a little bit longer than normal because I'm walking, getting a little bit of exercise in there. Bless up yourself. See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.